Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Astyanax. This was created in 1989 by a company called Aicom and Jaleco. This is also known as the Lord of King, and this is also known as the Astyanax, not just Astyanax. But this is just a scrolling action platform game in which you control the titular character Astyanax, who is actually from Greek mythology. He was the son of Hector, crowned prince of Troy, and Princess Andromache. And he was killed as a little boy. He was thrown from a castle wall. But his birth name was Scamander, but people of Troy named him Astyanax. But in many stories, he is thrown from a castle wall to his death. But here, I guess he gets resurrected as a warrior, and he has a magic axe, and he encounters various monsters in the game. And with the axe, if you don't use it for a while, then it'll charge up its power, and when it's full, it'll be a flame axe and be much stronger. And you'll see the green meter at the bottom left fill up, and when it's full, you have your fire axe. But there will be, if you've played the arcade version of Rygar, you might remember that there are little statues that pop up here and there, and you can get power-up icons from them. The same thing happens with little columns popping up here and there in this game. But we'll go ahead and get started. You can use magic spells, and there will be a lot of praying mantis type characters early on in the game. And there's one column. When you get the little yellow shield symbol, that'll give you a magic spell. And I'm not sure what that big blue icon does. It might make your magic stronger. There will be bats sometimes. There will be little red. If you get a red little circle, or a red big circle, you can replenish your life. Other colored circles, I think, just give you bonus points. And there, I restored my life. You only have 4 little digits for your life. And when they run out, you're dead. There will be a boss character, and there I acquired a shield. There will be a boss character at the end of each level. The shield will take damage when it's struck by the enemy, and it will eventually break and you will lose it. You will lose a life when you fall to your death, and that can happen right here. And these are appearing and disappearing blocks, kind of like in the Mega Man series. Now, one thing to definitely remember is you can actually, if your timing's right, you can hit enemies appearing behind you. You can hit them while you're facing forward when you swing your axe. So you have nice range with your axe. Perhaps the big thing about this game is timing. You'll want to wait until the right time to swing your axe so that you can hit enemies that are coming from behind. And you can often hit enemies that are trying to jump on you from above with the right timed swing. But yeah, with the shield icon, the yellow shield icon, you will collect a magic spell. And you can get, like, I think 4 different ones. And they're all based on lightning somehow. Here is the first boss. The magic spell never really seems to do much damage on the boss, which is really stupid. Yeah, I'm already dead. Yeah, the bosses are a pain in the butt in this game. Touch the boss directly and you lose 2 digits of life. That sucks. But I do like the bloody cutscene. They show you beheading an enemy often, or cutting off a part of its body, or cutting it in half. There, I got another spell back. And now on this level we have this giant floating rock. The rock can't crush you. You can't hurt your head on it, so don't worry. And now we got these springy little melee bugs, or whatever they are, that can try to bounce on your head. But they can't jump higher than the rock. They'll hit their head on it. But again, this game might just be all about timing in terms of when you swing your axe. I've never seen this in arcades. This had a noted NES port. It didn't look very good to me when I played it, but it is notable because it has an invincibility code, and we'll look at that later. But the NES version has a lot more story, and it's got a totally different story, and the gameplay is very different, really. But you do have much longer life bar, which is nice. There, I died again. These skeletons take more than one hit, as do these melee bugs, or pill bugs, I think they're called, actually. They roll into a little ball when you poke them. But yeah, any red circle will restore life. And yes, your attack is stronger when you have a flaming axe. And a number of enemies that require a lot of hits may go down very quickly when you have the flame axe. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this game. It's not very good. Like I said before, the bosses are really a pain in the butt. And now I have a different magic. Every time you collect that yellow shield, you'll get a different magic. And if you already got a magic, you'll change to a different magic. Yeah, just before you go on this platform here, there will be one more pill bug monster. Now you have to jump on this right. If you miss your jump, then you'll fall into the abyss and lose a life. When you die, as you've noticed, you pick up right where you left off. There, I'll use one of my magics. That's probably the strongest magic. I got another magic. I think you get an extra life at a certain point amount, a certain point total. Might be like 60,000 or something. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. How'd he get over there? Oh, crap, I died. But you get 3 lives to start. But yeah, destroy those columns that pop up to get what's inside them. I don't know what that blue ball gives you. Probably just points. And yeah, any red circle will replenish your life by a bar. And I think I'm almost to the boss. Yeah, there it is. It's like a Buddha type of statue. It's got swords. You can jump around him and find a better vantage point to attack from. There, he destroyed my shield. And that would probably have been better than my strategy. Oh, there, now I'm doing it. And in the meantime, while you work your way around him, you get a powered up axe. You know, it's flaming. The boss has too big of a life bar, and you cause too little damage to it, no matter what attack you use. So boss fights are really unfair in this game. Not sure what he said there, but he will taunt you during your continue screen. I will show you later parts of the game. He will be like the second to last boss of the game. And now I'm going to put in my initials because I barely got on the high score list. Yeah, this is not really that great a game. Yeah, it would have been better if your magic attacks would have hurt the bosses more. And we will continue here. I really don't know what he says there. Well, I hope you have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas coming up, folks. Hope you enjoy your time with your loved ones, or however you plan to spend your Christmas. And here you get to slice them right in half. And here we saw this level in the demo. Here you jump, you move across this lake. There will be some sections where the bridge will have broken off. Now note that these gargoyles like to throw spears if you let them. You can jump and attack them. There will be statues. If they're whole, they will likely take a swing at you, a swipe at you. So watch out. If they've got like a broken arm, they're not going to attack you. But yeah, again, if your timing is right, you can take out enemies from behind you. Ah, that stupid dragon. It only comes once, but you have to stay clear of it. A number of these enemies sound like a duck when you hit them. Ah, stupid dragon. Yeah, I think you get an extra life at like 60,000 points or something. And there I used my magic. Ah, damn it! I just can't tell where the hell he's gonna pop out from. Yeah, I remember playing the NES one and not being super impressed. But yeah, learn timing with your swing and you can take out a lot of enemies that are coming from all sorts of angles. Was that one not gonna attack me? Ah, damn it. I guess not. That one will. Yeah, if you fall in the water, you lose a life. But yeah, that guy that taunts you during the continue screen is the second to last boss in the game. Oops. Almost to the boss of this level, I guess. And it is a two-headed dragon. Yeah, that magic spell does jack shit. It sucks. To the boss, you know. Yeah, you can try to go underneath their heads. I will continue. At one point I put on invincibility, or infinite energy. Yeah, I did that. So you can't even stay under its heads and duck. It'll still hit you. It's hard to find a vantage point against the bosses in this game. Once you drain one of those 2 meters, energy meters, you'll destroy one of the heads of the boss. Yeah. Even though it looks safe sometimes, where you're standing, it'll still hit you. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this game. We'll just scoot forward to me killing him. And there he cuts off one of the dragon's heads. And now here we're on an elevated platform it lifts upwards, and on occasion prizes are dropped down to you. Eventually the elevator will reach the top, in which you enter a door and go to the next area. I can't get over the quack sound when you kill a lot of enemies. A little bit later on there will be some hilarious enemies. They are women, acrobatic women. They're like elves or something. And when you beat them enough, they'll take off their top. That satyr is a little easier than he looks. You can sometimes juggle him in air with your axe swings. And that gal that jumped at me, that's the one I was talking about. She'll eventually take off her top. It's not explicit, but she runs off in embarrassment. There'll be archers shooting arrows on top of the castle at you. And they'll also be on the ground shooting arrows. Yeah, I put on invincibility or infinite life. I just wanted to get through the game quickly. We'll just skip forward to other parts of the game. There's the shield again. That time I didn't let her run away. But I think that's hilarious. They rip off their top and I guess frustration, and then they run off embarrassed. I hate that guy with the swinging mace. He's annoying. Didn't let her get away either. And then we take this platform up here, and there will be these flames shooting out, and you have to try not to get burned. Your shield will protect you until it breaks. They're probably fans of the song Disco Duck. Rips off her top and just runs away embarrassed. But the boss of this area will be the guy that taunted us during the continue screen. But yeah, any contact from the bosses costs you 2 digits of your life bar, which is, of course, only 4. And the boss will shoot, well, usually he'll shoot lightning at you, and you have to learn where to stand to avoid being hit. But if you stand in the right place, you can't reach him with your axe. See? Oops, he touched me. Just kind of teleports around the room like Dracula in Castlevania. Oh, that was a good move. I avoided getting hit that way. Ah, crap. We'll scoot forward to me beating him. Look at my timer. It didn't stop after I beat him. That sucked. And I died. Oh well, I had lives in reserve. Well, that's, I guess, because the level's not over. We move over to this next part. And this is reminiscent of Aliens, where little aliens drop out of a kind of a skeletal area, and the boss is a Xenomorph. Definitely ripping off Aliens. Yeah, I'm not sure how Greek mythology got a Xenomorph worked into the plot. And we got more flames. We're scooting ahead towards the boss. And here is the Xenomorph, the alien queen. She's got a long-reaching arm. And it jumps around, and that's really it. If you try to get behind it, it will back up into you and hit you. We'll just scoot forward in a second to me beating her. Die already, thank you. Well, that is the end of Astyanax. Yeah, I've never seen this in arcades, and it's just not very good. That is the end of Astyanax. Mass Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime. There's an old cartoon called Mask, and the theme song made me think of this. Or this made me think of the theme song. But that is Astyanax by Aicom and Jaleco in 1989. And we will look at the box of the NES port along with an invincibility cheat that you can use in that game. Yeah, there's a much more involved plot in the NES one, and the plot is different. It's some like high school kid that gets turned into a warrior, the Astyanax warrior, and he has to save some princess or something. Yeah, the plot is totally different than this one. But that is Astyanax by Aicom and Jaleco in 1989. I guess Aicom was a subsidiary of Jaleco. I think they ended up making the Neo Geo game Viewpoint, and was licensed to Namco. I think that's correct. Mass Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime. Old cartoon Mask. And now I'll put in my initials, having cleared the game. But yeah, in my opinion, not a very good game. The bosses needed to be a little bit easier to kill. The magic should have been stronger. But now let's look at the NES box. Yeah, invincibility. At the title screen, press up 4 times, down, left, right, B 4 times, and start, and you will have invincibility in that game. Yeah, the game isn't graphically or musically as strong, but maybe give it a shot with the invincibility code. Well, that was at the Astyanax, or just Astyanax, by Aicom and Jaleco in 1989. Well, I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic upcoming holidays. Stay warm, open all your presents and stockings and whatnot, and enjoy your time with your family. Bye, folks.